And this week, Valve has finally announced that they're going public with a beta for Source 2 or Construct 2, whatever you want to call it. And I've been spending a bit more time on Twitter, and there has been a discussion about, is it time to make Rainbow Six Siege 2? And it kind of got me thinking, like, would it actually be a very good idea for Siege to get a facelift like CS did, or is going to get? And I want to ask you guys a question. If Ubisoft was to make Siege 2, what would you like to see in there? Is it like an overhaul to the anti-cheat? Is it an overhaul to guns, cosmetics? What is it? Let me know in the comments below. But with that being said, I would like to kind of talk about why most likely this isn't going to happen, or why it might happen. So the first reason why this might not happen is primarily because of the reason that Ubisoft has had a lot of financial issues in this year especially, and also in the last year, because I made a video not long ago about this is the end of Rainbow Six Siege kind of thing. And in the video I talked about this financial situation where Ubisoft is, and unless they find a way to actually acquire a larger budget, like yes, you can get investors and everything, but most likely that isn't going to happen purely because the budget isn't as large as Valve's, because, you know, Valve has Steam and CSGO and Dota and everything, so they make a shitload of money. But besides that, which I think is the primary reason why they wouldn't be making Siege 2, is the fact that they have just started tweaking with the fundamentals of Siege. So as we've seen, Rank 2.0 and different things are being added to the game, and Rank 2.0 is still in its infancy, so this is going to change quite a lot, especially with the amount of people who are complaining about too many champions in the game, which I do agree with. There should be a cap, and people reaching ranks that they never reached before. So for example, I finally got into Diamond, and I'm very happy about that, but at the same time I do feel like Ranked is a bit too easy at the moment. But besides that, as I said at the beginning of this part, I do feel like they haven't stopped adding their ideas that they want to add into the game. So maybe once they add everything they kind of wanted, so, you know, the new aim training thing and different updates to Ranked and to the game itself, probably the first thing is a very big overhaul to Ranked. Since I know that this is a bit of a controversial opinion, but I feel like that I should be able to select what maps I want to play, because one, I feel like it is much easier to learn a map, and especially in Siege, because Siege maps are huge compared to like CSGO or Valorant. And if you only play one map, like yes, it might seem boring, but like at the same time, if you're a new player, you're going to be learning these maps a lot faster if you play them, you know, one by one. And once you learn one map, you pick the map that you learned, and then a new one, and then slowly you develop, and then you can learn, let's say, 10 maps in a year, but you will learn them to your fullest potential. The second thing is I would like to see something that's going to keep me hooked to play the game a lot more after I'm done with the Battle Pass and with Ranked. So for example, right now, if you reach Champion and you finish the Battle Pass, you don't really have a incentive, so to say, to keep playing the game unless you're grinding for like the top 10 spot in Champions. But there is going to be like a rotating arcade list eventually, so like, you know, if nothing else, you will at least be able to play events and, you know, mess around with friends and so on. But the one thing that has always been kind of troubling me when I'm playing Siege, or like when I try to stream Siege on Twitch, is most likely the performance. The one person who has kind of rose in popularity in the past 2 years is a computer or game optimizer on Twitter called sieqe. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but essentially he is a person who optimizes their people's PCs and their games for the best performance, for the best visibility, you know, basically the best settings that you may get. And I feel like a large part why people like this kind of like rise to fame, and not trying to discredit them, because, you know, thank God we have somebody like this in the community, but it's basically a issue from Ubisoft's side where they use a certain way to develop the siege maps. I talked to a friend who is studying computer science and he also studies map design. And basically, when we were playing together, he said that the way that they are, basically something about how they develop their maps is costing us a huge amount of our performance. And if you're playing on something like a gaming laptop, you probably don't have over 150 FPS without streaming. And if there's like too many things going on, like let's say fuse charges, you have to use your gadget, like let's say warding goggles, and there's a Candelas playing in. Most likely, as soon as you press the ability button, your FPS is going to tank below 50 in that second. So for the most part, I'll probably want like a better optimization of the game. But if we leave the technical stuff like budgets and future updates and, you know, optimization, one thing that was very popular amongst the community has also been operator mastery, where you'll be able to unlock certain cosmetics and rewards once you play a certain operator enough. So we kind of have that with like operator challenges right now, so that might be coming in the near future, we never know. But I think that'd be a very interesting thing because, again, that is that one thing that will give you a incentive to keep playing, because you will be able to unlock these set cosmetics, so like operator cards, a charm, weapon skins, a operator uniform, and they might even have like their own custom animations, as in the MVP animation, or they have like a reactive skin, or even a reactive operator card. That is something that I would definitely want to see in the game. But these are just like some of my hopes and wishes if Ubisoft ever does decide to do this. But let me know what you want to see to be added to the game in case there is like a miracle that's going to happen. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, do leave a like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. Let me know what you think about these kinds of like more commentary videos, because I did do a couple of them right now and I do like making them. But yeah, again, thank you very much for watching this video, and as always, good luck in the game.